YouTube and my PCTV family. I'm Teresa, and I just want to welcome you back to my favorite space. And thank you for joining me just one more time. Lately, I've had a few people ask me, Teresa, do you really enjoy that celery juice as much as you portray to? And my answer is always yes, 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 and yes. And I'll tell you why. You may call it psychological, and it very well may be. But when it comes to sip, I just imagine it going down and detoxing everything that it says that it will in my body. I imagine my liver and my kidneys being cleaned out. I imagine that inflammation just leaving my body, and really the inflammation has subsided so much in my knees, which has allowed me to become more mobile, to walk around in the mall. Oh, yes, I love my celery juice. When it comes time for me to sleep at night, I sleep more soundly. I have a restful sleep, so when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good. All right, yes, I love my celery juice. My nails are becoming stronger. I feel like my hair is getting thicker to where it used to be. There are countless reasons why I love my celery juice. And when you think about it, it's easier to drink the celery juice as opposed to eating eating a stalk of celery every day. If I was to eat a stalk of celery, you would have to give me a boatload of dip to go with it. And by then, I would be defeating the purpose. So it's an easy way to get the nutrients, the vitamins, and the minerals into my body each and every day. But you know what? Confirmation for me and the icing on the cake was when the late, great Cicely Tyson, I read in her book, she said she juiced every single day and she couldn't wait to get her celery juice in the morning. And she lived to a ripe old age of 96. And she looked wonderful. Wouldn't you agree? This is her at 90. So, with that said, good people, yes, I love my celery juice. And as long as I feel good and it's doing good for my body, I'm going to continue to drink it. Morning. Blue sky, thought about something that you would like to eat in your imagination, and you're like, well, I wonder how it is with this salmon salad that I'm going to make today. Out of the clear blue sky, and I don't know if I ever had it before, but I said, I want a salmon salad, much like a chicken salad, a tuna salad, a turkey salad, some type of spread. So what I did was, so this is a pound of salmon. You could use as much or as little as you want. After I washed it clean, I patted it dry, put a little bit of paprika on it, brushed it with a little bit of olive oil. I poached one, and then I grilled the other. It took about 5 minutes to poach and about 25 minutes to actually grill. I I just wanted to show you just how easy it is to cook your salmon before you actually make your salad. Now, by all means, you can use canned salmon. I decided that I wanted to use fresh. You could grill it, you could bake it, you could even poach it. I got two different types. I poached it because I wanted you to see how it looked. And I grilled it. So I'm just taking my fork and flaking my salmon. And did I mention, by all means, if you want to, please use canned. Leave the flakes or the pieces of salmon as big or as small as you want to. I want mine fairly small because I want it to be somewhat of a spread. So I'm going to take a little bit of salt, my famous pepper, some Old Bay, or you could use your favorite seasonings. It's all up to you. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. If you don't have Dijon mustard, don't worry about it. I got 2 chopped eggs here. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of relish. I put 2 sticks of celery because I do like my crunch. I put 2 pieces of green onion or scallion in there. Chop that up real small. So let me just stir this together a little bit. Looks really, really pretty. Next, all we got to do is put in our mayonnaise. So for me, whenever I'm making a tuna fish, chicken, turkey, and now a salmon salad, I always use just a little bit of mayonnaise at a time. So that's about 2 teaspoons right there. The reason why I do that, because you can always add, but you can never take it out to be too wet. So therefore, it gives you the opportunity to judge the wetness or the consistency that you want. And that looks just about right. So I would say probably about 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise to your pound of salmon or your can of salmon, but you make sure you be the judge of that. So that looks wonderful. So it's time to taste it. I gotta taste it to see if it's good, to see if it's anything like what I imagined it to be. And since since I'm not going to be eating carbs, I decided instead of a cracker, I'm going to use this Granny Smith apple. Put me a little bit on top of that, like so. Move that out of the way so I won't accidentally dribble anything. What a perfect bite. All it needs is a little bit of lemon. I like to put my lemon on individually, not in the whole container, not in the whole bowl. Luscious. I'm going to show you something else you can do with it too. So next, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful wrap. Lettuce wrap. If you decide that you want to make a lettuce wrap, you're going to put you a piece of parchment paper down or a piece of aluminum foil, not aluminum foil, but wax paper. If you don't have either one, don't even worry about it. Just put it down on your cutting board or your flat surface. That's all you really need. Your favorite lettuce. My favorite lettuce is leaf lettuce. I took the ribs out of each leaf just because it makes it easier to fold. And I'm actually pounding it high because that way I'll get my lettuce in. Okay? It makes a thicker wrap. And there we have it. So that's my wrap. I'm going to take my salmon that I just prepared and put that in the middle, like so. Now you want to put enough in there because you want it to be hard. Let me put a little bit more in there. Yeah, just like that. So now I'm going to take another piece of lemon and just sprinkle that all over the top like so. If you don't like lemon, don't do that part. Now, you know that famous sandwich shop where you go to and they ask you what would you like on your sandwich? Well, I'm putting some strips of cucumber on mine because that's what I like. I use my medallion to cut it. If you don't have a medallion, it's quite all right. All you have to do is slice the tomato on there. I like banana peppers, so I put my banana peppers. And I'm just now thinking about my red onion. Forgot to get my red onion. I'll do without. All right, so this is what I'm going to have in my sandwich. Let's see how well I can wrap it up. I'm just going to, like so. I think I'm going to just wrap it up in this here. Make it even better when it comes time to cutting it. Make it easier. Just like a little sandwich. Just like so. See? Then, just like that. Take that knife and just slice it right on down like that. Now let's see what I did. Get that paper. Look at that. Wow, gorgeous. Take this gorgeous paper off only because then again, I'm gonna leave the paper on for now. As you can see, I'm having some wrapping difficulties, but it's not going to do anything to the taste. The taste is still there. It just didn't turn out as neat as I would like it to, but it's still good. I should have left my sandwich in my parchment paper, but I didn't. It's my favorite part. Better than I imagined. I don't care if it came apart. It's still good. It's still fit for a king, queen, prince, and a princess, and anybody in between. So good. I'm gonna make a deviled eggs to go with these. Yeah. So if you're anything like me, you're gonna have something with your sandwich. I decided why not show you a quick way to make some deviled eggs. I have 3 eggs and I'm going to make 6 deviled eggs. Now this is an easy way, a no clean up way. And I just took each of the yolks and put it in a freezer bag. Like so. Each of them in there, just like so. Once you get them all in there, shake it down to the bottom and just commence to mashing, right? Just commence to mashing and smashing just like so. Okay, so now if you want to, you can take and put a pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of, I like to put a little bit of relish. You're going to take your time and just put a little bit at a time of mayonnaise. That's about maybe a tablespoon. Because like I said, you can always put more in. You just can't take it out. Little drop of mustard. If you like more mustard, it's totally up to you. So then we're going to commence to more smashing or mixing, whatever you want to say. It doesn't really matter. Whatever floats your boat. This is easy. It's the easy way. Right in the plastic bag like so. You really can't go wrong when it comes to deviled eggs. You make them any way you like. If you like them sweet, you could use salad dressing. If you like it more savory, you could use mayo. They have all kinds of condiments out there now. You could use like, if you want that like hot sauce ketchup-y type taste, you could put, I don't recommend it, but hey. And just mix. Make sure it doesn't come out the top though. And just mix. Make sure you get everything nice and coated. Let me taste this a little bit. Tastes pretty good to me. Rinse my finger off. Come back like this. Okay. So I think it's all mixed up. You can look in there in the bag and see if it's the consistency that you want. And I think it is. Okay. So I'm going to make sure everything's right where it belongs, down at the bottom. I'm going to just take my knife, or you could use scissors or shears, whatever you call them. Cut off just like a little triangle. I'm going to get my eggs. Get my eggs and situate them like that. And start to push everything down at the bottom of our little triangle. Making sure not to make it come out before you want it to, okay? Make sure, keep an eye on the prize, which is our egg whites, which is our shell. And see how I'm doing? Okay, so it's about ready. So I'll get it situated in my hand. Squirt out a little bit, like so. See? Squirt out a little bit, like so. I think we should have enough to do 2 more. I'm working with such a little bit that it's a little difficult, but not impossible. Okay. So, now that all my eggs are nice, I'm going to take this time to give it a little bit of pizzazz. Now, You don't have to, but this is just what I like to do. Can you imagine if you put it on your loved one's plate, your baby's plate, your husband's plate, your little green onions and whomever, little piece of not cucumber, carrot, one of them in there. Slice this olive right on the top. Go ahead. These are called deviled eggs, and they're going to go with our wrap sandwich. Okay. So there you have it, good people. I hope you enjoyed my show. Thanks for watching. And remember, the new sexy is being healthy, baby. TAGGF. If I told you I ate a big salad like this each and every day, would you believe it? Well, it's true, and I do. It helps to fill me up. It's about 10 cups of salad each and every day.